All right, and just like crap, season 2. Here we go. Episode 10. We're almost done. We're almost done here with this bullshit season here. The adventures of Carrie and her bullshit friends that we don't give a shit about. And the friends that we do give a shit about are all assholes. They're not even likable anymore. How did a show that was so popular come to this? You know, I was never the biggest fan of Sex and the City, but I did enjoy I did enjoy the show. Okay, I thought it was pretty funny at its best. You know, they had some pretty good jokes in there. You know, some pretty good quips that Carrie used to deliver all the time. She doesn't do any of that shit anymore on this show. It's like she forgot how to be a writer. You know, I used to enjoy the relationships between the women, you know, because you got to remember on Sex and the City, Carrie and the girls, they did everything together. Okay, they went everywhere together. Okay, unless they're on a date or they're at work or some shit, they did everything together. Okay, there was always at least 2 of them involved. Okay, there were no outsiders. Okay, there were no outsiders. Okay, Carrie wouldn't just fucking hang out with somebody that none of the other girls knew or liked or hung out with. Okay, every fucking episode. All right, none of that shit would happen. So what I'm trying to understand is how the fuck did these characters, these outside characters, become attached to the characters from Sex and the City? How the fuck did that happen? Because that never happened on Sex and the City. Okay, they already had their group of friends, and that was their group of friends, and that was it. Okay, it wouldn't have made sense for them to start hanging out with outside people on a regular basis. Okay, that never happened on Sex and the City. That's what they had each other for. All right. For example, you know, Carrie wouldn't just hang out with some friend that wasn't friends with the other girls every fucking episode and do shit. Right, that just wouldn't happen. Okay, all the girls were that way. All right, so it makes no fucking sense that all of a sudden, at the age of 56, 57 years old last year or whatever, okay, they all of a sudden they decided that they were going to start hanging out with other women. Right? Like, what the fuck? When did this happen? You know, they just start hanging. They got new besties now. Okay, and all of them are non-white. It's just not organic, okay? If you look around, you know, and I know we know why they did this, okay? It has nothing to do with realism, okay? If you look around you, especially in a big city like New York, okay, you're gonna notice that like people hang out with like people, okay? That's not racism. That's just being comfortable. People tend to want to live in neighborhoods with people that look like them. Okay, no one forces them to do it. This ain't the fucking the 1950s or the 1940s anymore. Okay, if you have the money, you can live wherever the fuck you want. Okay, you know, it doesn't fucking matter. And some neighborhoods are very diverse. Okay, I lived in a very diverse neighborhood in Chicago. Okay, we had fucking everybody in there. We had black, we had Asian, straight, we had gay. I'm Mexican myself, you know. So you know, we had all different nationalities there, and it was fine. But you got to remember that the neighborhood that I lived in was in Bucktown, Wicker Park in Chicago. Okay, which is where all the fucking college students live. All the art school students live there, you know. So, you know, we had a lot of actors, you know, and shit, and stand-up comedians and wannabe musicians and shit. You know, we all lived in the same neighborhood. So, of course, everybody from all these different fucking suburbs, all these different states that come to Chicago, you know, and they would all live there. But that's where all the artists lived. All the performance artists, you know, lived. You know, like I said, the actors, the stand-up comedians, the singers, you know, all that kind of shit. We all lived in the same fucking area. So that's why it was diverse. But most neighborhoods were not like that. You know, most neighborhoods were not like that. Okay, there was different fucking segments everywhere. You know. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know. As long as they're not forced to live there, then there's nothing wrong with it. You know, you can live wherever you want, okay? But this seems very forced. It seems like, you know, they're trying to make these women prove to the audience that they're not racist. Okay, and by doing that, we already know they're not racist, okay? Come on, man. Did you ever watch Sex and the City, okay? Miranda and Samantha had no problem fucking black guys, okay? They had no problem doing that, all right? As a matter of fact, they never fucked any Asian guys. They never fucked any Mexicans. What the fuck's up with that? Huh? What, you'll eat our fucking tacos, but you won't fuck us? Is that what you're trying to say? Huh? We're all the fucking Mexican. Don't give me Shay Diaz. Don't give me that fucking bullshit. No, Shay Diaz does not represent fucking us, okay? She might be Latino, but she's fucking something else. She's a different fucking species. Okay, don't even associate me with that. Oh, God. Anyway, but you see what I mean? So, you know, you'll notice, you know, even when I lived in Chicago, you know, or I live in a big city right now. I ain't gonna tell you where it is, but I live in a big city right now, and you're gonna notice that people tend to hang out with each other. They just do. Okay, I can't explain it, okay, but people just like to do that. You know, if you grow up together, you know, you grow up in a certain neighborhood where the people mostly look alike, you hang out with those people. It just makes sense. It's like when you go overseas, like to Europe or something, okay? What do you do when you get there, okay? As soon as you meet an American over there, what do? You hang out with the Americans, right? It's like, okay, finally, someone from my country's here, you know? That happens everywhere. That happens everywhere. Okay, people want to associate with what they're used to, you know, what feels comfortable, what they're familiar with, you know, because it's safer. It feels safer than being an alien, than being an outsider, you know, being someone who's other than the norm. You see what I mean? Okay, so the fact that these women would fucking all of a sudden just hang out. I mean, remember Carrie just met Seema in season 1. That's how they met. Okay, and now they're best friends. Like, what the fuck? Now they're spilling each other's guts about their love lives? What the fuck is this shit? Okay, we don't give a shit about Seema's love life. I don't care about Lisa Todd Wexley. I don't give a fuck about Nia Wallace. I don't give a fuck about Shay Diaz. Why the fuck am I still looking at them? You see what I mean? They have no purpose to be on the show anymore. You know, but we're still looking at them, okay? It's like they're being forced down our throat, okay? Now, I will say this season is better, okay? This season is better than last season. It is, okay? Credit where credit's due. I think they were paying attention to our rants, okay? Our criticisms of last season. They ain't gonna tell us they were paying attention, but I think they were. And they tried to start doing some sort of course correcting here, okay? But, you know, just because you put some fucking Grey Poupon on a shit sandwich, it's still a shit sandwich, okay? And we still got all these characters that nobody gives a fuck about because they're not likable. They're not likable at all. You know, we don't give a fuck about these characters. All right. But we're still getting forced fed their problems and their situations, and we don't give a shit. Okay. Since when the fuck did Sex and the City appeal to a multi-diverse cast? It didn't. It never fucking did. Sex and the City, even at its best in the late 90s and the early 2000s, okay, it appealed to what? To middle-aged white women. Middle-aged, white, career-driven women. That was the bread and butter of the fucking show. And then after that, I would say the teenage white girls. Okay? Absolutely. Okay? This was their fucking show. Okay? This was their fucking show. Okay? You didn't really get too many other demographics. Okay, gay guys. Gay guys watched it too, but they had their own shows as well, you know, like Queer as Folk and the L Word and stuff, you know. But, so gay guys watched it as well. But that was the demographic. That's who they were trying to please with every episode of Sex and the City. And they did a very fucking good job of it. Okay? They definitely gave that demographic what they wanted in entertainment. Okay? They definitely hit the mark. All right? But this show doesn't know what the fuck it wants to do. Okay? Like, what are you trying to teach us here? Because so far, all we're getting is a big fucking lesson on goddamn fucking BLM and fucking LGBTQ. That's all we're fucking getting here. We're getting very little of the shit that we wanted from Sex and the City, the shit that we wanted to see in a sequel show of Sex and the City. Okay? We're getting almost nothing. Okay, almost nothing. All the characters, okay, with the exception of Charlotte now, are divorced or they're split up from their long-term partners. And Charlotte's a big fucking asshole now. It's a big fucking asshole. I swear, I've never hit a woman in my life, but I swear to God, you know, I would fucking knock Charlotte out if she was real. If I was Harry, I would fucking knock her ass out. And I'm totally against violence to women. I really am, okay? But we're talking about a fictional character here, okay? Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. But we'll get to that. We'll get to all that. All right. I'm Diego. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, okay? That's what I do here, okay? So if you don't like it, if you're easily offended, okay, if you're triggered, if you're a snowflake, okay, fuck off. Okay, get out. Okay? I don't want you to watch this. Okay, no. I don't care. You can watch it, you cannot watch it. I don't care. I'm just going to give you my opinion, okay? That's what I do here, okay? I give you a straight man's point. That's a point of view you never got when you watch Sex and the City with your girlfriends and your gay friends and your slumber parties, drinking your fucking Cosmos and talking about your fucking Prada bags. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Okay? You know why? Because I'm not fucking gay. All right. But I will talk about these relationships here. Okay. Unfortunately, I will talk about some of these fucking relationships here. Okay. From a straight guy's point of view. All right. So I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. Guys, if you're watching this, you already know what I'm going to fucking say. All right. So you already know. Okay. So you can leave the room. All right. If you're watching this with your wife or your girlfriend or shit. Ladies, okay, you're gonna get a big fucking dose of truth. Straight up, baby, with no fucking lube, okay? I don't work in fucking in your HR department, okay? Which is all women, by the way. I don't work in your fucking HR department, okay? So I'm gonna talk to you the way I would talk to a guy about this shit, all right? Whether you like it or not, baby. The real question is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I know you cannot. You can't handle this. No, you can't. But you're gonna get it anyway. All right, this is Sex and, I mean, sorry, that's Sex and that was a good show. This is And Just Like Crap, season 2, episode 10. Okay, now what happens in this episode? Okay, Aiden and Carrie are back together because he has no problem getting back together with girlfriends that fucking cheated on him and left him basically left him at the altar some 20-something years ago. He has no problem just showing back up in her life. Okay, and starting that up all over again. All right. Because, you know, he got married. He had 3 fucking kids with this other woman. But apparently now they're divorced. So he can't be fucking happy. Okay, he can't fucking be happy. All right? Not allowed to be happy. All right? So that's going on. Okay, they're back together. They rekindle their romance. Okay, so Aiden and Carrie, they're walking through Coney Island here. Okay, and this is really the only good scene in the whole fucking episode. Okay, I'm going to spoil it for you right now. Okay, they're walking through Coney Island, which gave me vibes about The Warriors. You remember that movie, The Warriors, from the late 70s? It's one of the first movies I remember watching on HBO when I was a little kid, because we had HBO when I was a little kid, and we were watching all sorts of rated R shit that we should not have been watching. I'm talking like Orca the Killer Whale. I'm talking like fucking the Medusa Touch, which gave me nightmares for you, still gives me nightmares, even though that was a piece of shit movie. But it did star Richard Burton, who the fucking dog, Charlotte's dog, is named after. Okay, and also like, you know, all sorts of fucking bullshit shows that we should not have been fucking Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Oh my god, we were watching that when I was like fucking 5 or 6 years old. We were watching it and Looking for Mr. Goodbar with Diane Keaton. You know what the fuck I'm talking? Go watch it yourself. Okay, you know, the little kid should not be watching that. But we had cable in the late 70s, okay, in our neighborhood. You know, there were no remote controls. You had to turn it by your hand. And we watched a lot of fucking old shit, okay? A lot of rated R movies that obviously we were too young to watch. But mom was working 3rd shift and we were alone at the house. Yeah, at that age, yeah, mom left us fucking alone at the house. Me and my older brother was only a year older than me. So I'm like fucking 6 years old. He's 7 years old and we were left alone. Yeah, it was the late 70s. Can't beat it, all right? Early 80s, late 70s. So we would watch HBO. We would watch all these fucking grown-up movies, which we should not have been watching. And one of them was The Warriors, which I love that movie. I always thought Andy Gibb starred in that movie because he was a big thing at the time. But now it was actually Michael Beck, okay, he did one other movie after that, fucking Xanadu, and then his career went to shit after that. Xanadu was with Olivia Newton-John, by the way, and Gene Kelly. Yeah, I think it was the last movie he did before he fucking died. But anyway, I love that movie, but it is a piece of shit. All right, so they're in Coney Island, and that reminded me of that. The Warriors, you know, Warriors, come out to play. Yeah, it reminded me of that. So they're walking down there, and Carrie admits to Aiden that she has never, ever been to Coney Island, even though she's lived in fucking New York forever. She's never been to fucking Coney Island, all right? You know, and then she admits her age. Okay, so you moved over here in the 90s, and so you must be 56. Damn, Carrie, you're old. Motherfucker, you're 62, all right? I don't know how old fucking Aiden's character is, but John Corbett is fucking 62, all right? You know, obviously he colors his hair, all right? You can tell. All right, so that's going on. And they go up to a fucking stand, okay? It's like a beer stand, a hot dog stand on Coney Island. You know, obviously they're there in the morning. All the stands are closed right now. And there's Steve. Steve's there. Okay, and the stand they go up to is called Paul's Daughter. Who names their fucking stand at Coney Island Paul's Daughter? But anyway, Aiden and Steve, this is the first time they've seen each other since fucking 2003 or 2002. No, I think it was 2002. Because you got to remember, on Sex and the City, Steve and Aiden were business partners. When Miranda broke up with Steve for like the fucking 16th time, and when Aiden broke up with Carrie because she fucked around on him, okay, Steve and Aiden became friends because they both had dogs. Okay, Steve had a dog named Scout, okay, that he got for Miranda, but he ended up keeping it when she kicked him out. And Aiden, of course, had Pete, his other dog, all right? So they hung out together. They had girlfriends together, all that kind of fucking shit. And they decided to become business partners when Steve decided to open up his own bar, Scout, which he named after his fucking dog. Okay, Aiden became an investor. Okay, so they became business partners. So later on the show, like the next season after that, when they were open, when they had their grand opening, Carrie went there. Okay, before the actual opening, she went there just to look around, and she recognized all of fucking Aiden's handiwork. Aiden had done all the carpentry work in the new fucking bar, and she recognized his work. Okay, now they were broken up at the time. She was heartbroken over it, but she recognized, and that's why she didn't want to go to the grand opening, because she didn't want to run into Aiden, because just being around there looking at the furniture that he made just brought back those feelings for Aiden, you know, and how she fucked him over and how she felt bad about it. And the only reason she really felt bad about it was because Big's wife, I forgot her name, Natasha. Yeah, Natasha caught Carrie and Big together. Well, she caught Carrie in her apartment, so she knew she was there for Big. Okay, she knew that her and Big were having an affair. She found out about it, so because of that, Big had to call off the affair. Well, Carrie called it off, but Big was going to call it off because he was fucking married. All right, so she knew she couldn't fuck Big anymore. So after that, after she realized she can't fuck Big anymore, she decided to come clean with Aiden. Okay, I've been cheating on you this whole. Okay, so she feels bad about that. All right. And she didn't want to be there, okay? But yeah, Steve and Aiden were business partners. I did remember that from Sex and the City, because I've already reviewed every episode of Sex and the City on this channel. Every single one, all right? That's how I remember this stuff. They even had girlfriends, okay, who were hot. They were both dating other women who were a lot better looking than fucking Carrie and Miranda. Because when they ran into when Carrie and Miranda ran into their exes, they tried to hide inside of a building so that they wouldn't get noticed. They didn't want to walk by and get noticed, but eventually they did. Yeah, so that happened. Okay, that happened. So yeah, Steve and Aiden were business partners. Okay, so what I can't understand is how come Carrie, if she's so fucking into Aiden right now, how come during the entire time she was married to Big, all she had to do was ask Steve, hey, Steve, how's Aiden doing now? Okay, because Aiden and Steve were pretty good friends. I'm pretty sure they stayed in touch. They never fucking quit being friends throughout the entire fucking show. The last show and this show, okay? So I'm pretty sure Steve always had access to fucking Aiden at all times, all right? He just probably just didn't talk about it because, you know, he didn't want to, because, Carrie was married to Big now, all right? Yeah. So apparently, so they're friends again. We see them, give each other high fives again because they remind Aiden, Steve reminds Aiden about, hey, you invested into this stand. Hey, you're going to make a lot of money off of this stand, just like you did off of Scout when you invested in Scout. Remember that? That kind of thing. So Aiden is an investor in this stand as well as Scout. Now, this is a brand new stand for Steve, okay? This is a new business venture for him, all right? So that's going on here, okay? And then Aiden gets a phone call from his son, Wyatt, who's a big pain in the fucking ass. He's got 3 sons, Homer, Logan, and Wyatt, I think their names are. Okay, Homer, Logan, and Wyatt. I think that's their names. Don't quote me on that. Okay, but the only one we ever fucking see is Wyatt. And we see him on Aiden's cell phone, okay? Because he's a big fucking asshole, okay? He's always fucking complaining. He's always bitching about his mom. He's always calling Dad. He's basically the male version of fucking Rock. Okay, of a Charlotte's daughter, Rock, okay? He's always blowing up his dad's phone about stupid shit. He's like, wait, I need you to come home right now, Dad. Oh, what's the important? Well, yeah, I'm not coming home for another 2 days. Your mom's being a dick. Okay, that kind of thing. So while Aiden's having this conversation with his son, Steve and Carrie have some alone time right there, and they start talking about some stuff, all right? Okay, and, and Steve talks to Carrie, okay? And he tells her, he says, hey, Carrie, when everything went down with Miranda, I was just walking around, I was depressed, and I was sitting right over there on that bench, just thinking about stuff, and I stood up and I looked over and I saw this place, and I remember that my mom and dad used to take me down here when I was a little kid, me and my brother, Brother Coley, I had to think. So I started thinking about, when all that stuff went down with Miranda, I started thinking about, well, what do I want to make myself happy? What makes me happy? She's over there going after what makes her happy. What makes me happy? And I saw this place. So I was looking for a place to make me happy. And so he decided to buy the stand, okay? Which, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a kudos right here, okay? I do not fucking ever praise the show very often. And so far, the only time I ever praise the show is when they deal with Steve. Okay, there was a big course correction on Steve, and I'm glad they did it. Unfortunately, it is not enough to save the show. Not enough to save the show. Too little, too late. Okay, but it is a course correction, so I will give kudos for that. Okay, I like the way they're handling Steve now. Okay, Steve was a very beloved character. Okay, we all liked Steve, and they did him fucking dirty last season. Okay, this is a character we were invested in just as much as we were invested in the girls. Okay, and they fucked him over. You know, we felt the way we felt about how they treated Steve last season is the way we would have felt if they treated fucking Samantha or Charlotte or anybody, or Miranda even that way. Okay, we would have fucking felt a lot of sympathy for that character. Okay, and a lot of us felt sympathy for Steve. Okay, because Steve was a good guy, and Miranda really fucking shit on him. Okay, I know from Miranda's point of view, it's not that way. From her point of view, she's just trying to be happy. Why don't I deserve to be happy too? Why can't I be happy too? You know, that kind of bullshit. Okay. But they really did Steve bad, okay? So I'm glad he's getting some sort of redemption, okay? So this is what he decided to do. And guys, if you're watching this, pay the fuck attention, because this is how you fucking do it. And yes, I talk from fucking experience, all right? When a girl fucks you over, okay, when your wife fucking leaves you, the mother of your child leaves you for, leaves you for some fucking disgusting fucking trans land whale, okay, what do? Okay, well, what you do is you start thinking about, okay, well, she's going to go pursue her thing. This is what makes her happy. That has nothing to do with me anymore. None of my fucking business. What makes me happy? What has nothing to do with her is none of her fucking business. Okay? What is it that I want to accomplish now that she's not here? That I can work towards now that she's not here. He decided that he wanted, not only did he want to fuck other girls, good for you, buddy. That's the first thing you got to do. But he also decided he wanted to open up a new business. Okay, so he decided to open it up here in Coney Island, which is a big tourist attraction in New York. I've never been there myself, but I understand how popular it is over there. All right, it's been referenced in many TV shows and movies and shit. So he decided to open up a new stand, a new business. This is something that's going to keep him busy, something he's passionate about. Obviously, he loves his bar Scout. He loves it so much that he lets his fucking son work there. Okay, Brady. Okay, and that this is what he likes to do. He likes to entertain people. He likes to get people fucking drunk and have a good time. Okay, he's a people pleaser. This is what he enjoys doing. He enjoys making food for them and giving them drinks, you know, in a nice atmosphere where people can have fun. You know, this is what makes him happy. Okay, he loves doing this. Okay, this is why I became a bartender in the first place, so we could talk to people, so you could relate to people, you know? Listen to people's problems, that kind of. I used to bartend. It's the same thing I used to do, okay? So I understand that this is what he loves, this is what he's passionate about, so he decided to throw himself into that, okay? And good for fucking him, because this is what you got to do. Guys, if you're fucking going to depend on your fucking wife to be your sole sort of happiness, okay, you're full of fucking shit, okay? You might as well fucking get divorced right fucking now, okay? Guys like Harry, guys like Herbert, okay, they do that. And look at their marriages, okay? Look at their fucking marriages, okay? Do you want to end up like that? No, not at all, okay? Marriage should never be about one person controlling the other or one person eclipsing the other. It should be mutual. It's like these two fucking circles, okay? And then right there in the middle, they intersect. And that part in the middle, they both have to work at protecting that part because that's the part that connects them to each other, okay? And if one person doesn't want to work on that, they got to fucking go. Okay, that's the way it fucking is, all right? But the rest of you is still you, okay? If you try to make your partner your entire purpose in life, okay, you're going to get fucking nowhere. And that partner's not going to fucking respect you, okay? Because I'm going to quote Ferris Bueller here. What do you call Sarah Jessica Parker's husband, okay? You can't respect someone who kisses your ass, all right? All right? You can't. You can't respect someone who kisses your ass. All right, and that's exactly what Harry's doing for Charlotte and what Herbert's doing for fucking Lisa. You can't respect somebody who kisses your ass. All right, and that's the fucking truth. You can't. Same thing with the way Miranda was with Shay last season, okay? You cannot respect someone who kisses your ass. All right? And that's true, and it's so fucking true. All right? Thank God Steve's not doing that anymore. All right? So yes, he's doing his own fucking thing, and that's what you're supposed to do. Guys, that's what you're fucking supposed to do. Okay, go find something that you love to do. That belongs to you. That's nobody else's. That's nobody fucking else's. It's yours. Okay? And ladies, don't get fucking mad at me for fucking saying this, okay? If this was a woman I was talking about, you'd be praising everything I'm fucking saying. So don't give me that fucking bullshit, all right? Find something you love, okay, besides your fucking partner, and do that. Do whatever the fuck it is, something that makes you happy, something that makes you makes you feel like you, because that's yours, and nobody can take that away from you. And that's what he's doing. He's doing something. He started a new life for himself. He didn't fucking sit around in the fucking corner with his thumb up his ass, okay? crying and waiting for fucking Miranda to come back. He didn't fucking do that. That's what we thought was going to happen last season when it ended. It's never coming off. No. Fuck that noise. That's not what a man does. That's what Harry would do. That's what Herbert would do. That's not what a real fucking man does. Okay? That's not what a real fucking man does. You get up, okay? You take the fucking L and you move on with your fucking life and you improve yourself. Okay? Now, some of your you sound just like Andrew Tate. No, fuck, Andrew Tate's not saying anything that every guy shouldn't already know. Okay? It doesn't take an Andrew Tate to say this. This is just fucking common sense. And I say this to anybody. It doesn't matter what fucking gender is watching me say this right now, okay? You get your heart broken, you got to go find out who you are and go pursue that. Make a better version of yourself. Someone that you can be proud of. Doesn't matter, but fuck being happy. Be proud. What makes you proud every fucking day? What makes you proud to be you? Fuck happiness. What makes you proud to be you? Pursue that. And that's what Steve's doing, and I applaud him for that. Thank fucking God he didn't sit on his ass crying about fucking butt ugly fucking Miranda. Oh my fucking God. I bet you if Cynthia Nixon had been in charge of this episode, that's exactly what would have happened to him. All right, but yeah, so I give you praise. Not enough to save the show, but I give you praise for that. All right. So Steve says, hot dogs and clams. Reminds me of when I used to come down here with my brother. You know? So, and he gives her a toast. Here's to something new. So they drink some beer. They do a toast for that, all right? And Carrie's like, oh, it's hot dogs and clams. That's you, Steve. That is so you. Then Brady shows up on his bicycle. Yeah, good old Brady, okay? Carrie's like, oh, cherry on the sunny. That's it. That's Brady's only fucking scene in this movie. He didn't even fucking say anything. Just shows up on his bicycle. All right. Next scene is Miranda. Butt ugly Miranda. Okay, she's running, she's working at that fucking, at the bullshit activist center. Okay, yeah, the bullshit, that's the name of it. They changed the name. The Bullshit Activist Center, okay, for Raina. Now, Raina was her boss there, okay? She's actually a volunteer. Miranda's a volunteer, but Raina was her boss. Raina took maternity leave and left Miranda in charge. Even though Miranda was the new girl, they left Miranda in charge, okay, which pisses off the other fucking, the fucking 20-something interns that are in there, okay? But Miranda had 30 years experience as a law partner, and she graduated top of her class at Harvard Law School. So, yeah, she kind of deserved the job, all right? She was overqualified for it. But anyway, it looks like Raina's back now. She's not pregnant anymore. She had her fucking baby. She took her maternity leave, and now she's back to work, all right? Okay, she's back from maternity leave, okay? And apparently she had a baby named Wallace. Okay, yeah, boy, oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Okay, and she's like, yeah, I already cleared my new boss. Anyway, she tells Miranda that, hey, the next gig we have lined up for you is going to be at the UN. You're going to be working at the UN next week. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and I'm going to go with you. Blah, blah, blah. So now Miranda's all excited. Oh, my God, I'm going to work at the UN. That kind of fucking thing, all right? Next scene is Charlotte, okay? Charlotte's showing some fucking gay guys some art. Okay, apparently the artist's name is Alex Israel. I never fucking heard of him, and I went to art school. Okay, Alex Israel. Okay, he's showing two guys. I did not know who the fuck they were. Okay, I did not know who the fuck these customers were. But Charlotte's showing them some fucking bullshit, ugly art. All right, yes, it is ugly. All right, just like her now. All right, and their names are Sam and Jeffrey. Okay, apparently this guy is named Sam Smith. Now Jeffrey, I don't know what the fuck, how the fuck you describe that. Sam is just some tall fucking, clearly they're both a gay couple, wearing some fucking, blue jumpsuit, fucking trench coat, shit. They just look fucking gay. All right. Okay. So they fit in with the show. All right. She's showing, these look like fucking Studio 54 rejects. All right. Okay. Some paintings. Then Leela, fat ass Leela. Okay. Now Leela is also a ballerina like Charlotte, but she's younger and a hell of a lot fatter. Okay, and one thing Leela loves to do is she loves to fucking wear blouses that expose her stomach bare, her bare stomach, even though she weighs like 350 pounds, okay? So I guess she's the body positive fucking ballerina, all right? You know, full of fucking diabetes. But anyway, she shows up there and tells Charlotte, hey, you got a phone call on the landline. You need to go answer it right now. So Charlotte's like, okay, I'm sorry, I'll go, okay. So it's basically, she's trying to sell these guys some fucking paintings, and now she just got interrupted, okay? So she goes over there to answer the phone, and it ends up being Rock, her fucking daughter, whose real name is Rose, by the way. Rock is at school, and she's pissed off Okay, she's been blowing up Charlotte's cell phone, but obviously Charlotte turned off her cell phone because she was working. Okay, that's why she had to call on the landline. She had to call the gallery directly, okay? She has an emergency, okay? Now, Rock is like 13, 14 years old. Excuse me. Her emergency is that she left her earth science notebook at home. Okay, she forgot to bring it to school. It's 4th period right now, and she has a presentation at 6th period. So she needs Charlotte to go home and get her fucking earth science notebook. Okay, Charlotte's like, this is why I tell you, you always pack the night before. I know, Mom, and I did. I checked, but it's not there. So I need you to go get it for me. I get it for my fucking 6th period, man. Yeah, that's the kind of strong, independent fucking girl Rock is, all right? So what does Charlotte do? She decides to call fucking Harry at his job, at his law firm, okay? You know, and Harry was hesitant to take the call himself. He was like, you know, he didn't want to answer the call, you know, from his cell phone because he was afraid it was his dad, that his mom, or not, his mom was already dead. He was afraid that it was Charlotte calling him to let him know that his dad died. And he's been expecting that call for a while now, so he's kind of scared. That's why he didn't answer his phone. So his receptionist gets him and says, hey, listen, your wife's on the phone. He's like, okay, Charlotte, what is it? What's going on? You know? Okay. And Charlotte's like, hey, listen, our daughter, Rock, okay, she forgot her notebook at home, and she has a presentation at school today. I'm working right now at the gallery, making my $35,000 a year, and I need you to go home, get our daughter's notebook, and bring it to the school for her. He's like, sweetheart, I'm here working my multi-million-dollar legal business. I'm working on briefs right now. You're what, Harry? You're a man. You're a father. And that makes me the mother. I've been to that school millions of times. This is what I was talking about when I said you had better start helping out around here. And right now, I'm in the middle of selling an Alex Israel painting to Sam Smith. I'd run to that school a million times. But sweetheart, the reason you did that was because you didn't fucking work. Oh, sorry, that's not what he said. This is what he said. Honestly, this is what he said. He said, all right, sweetheart, you're absolutely right, but there's just one little thing. First of all, well, you see, sweetheart, if you leave your job and you don't make that sale to Sam Smith of the painting, then you might lose your job. And I don't want that to happen to you, honey. And if that happens, you're just going to end up the fucking way you were before. And you'll probably get another fucking job soon anyway. And if I leave my job and I lose this case that I'm working on, then we're going to be living in the fucking street. We have no place to fucking live. But sweetheart, because I love you and you're my wife and I'm your husband and you're the mother of my children and I'm the father of our children, I did come up with a third option if it's okay with you. We could just let our daughter fucking learn some goddamn fucking responsibility about bringing her correct school supplies to school. And that maybe the embarrassment of this fucking 6th period science project will remind her to pack her shit the night before and double check. And sweetheart, who am I to deprive our daughter of that valuable life lesson right there? So I think I'm just gonna have to say, fuck off. Okay. Maybe it didn't happen that way. Yeah, let me tell you something, okay? I understand that marriage is a give and take. I totally understand that, all right? Sometimes you're in a bad mood and you take it out on your spouse, you know, and vice versa, you know, and none of that's ever right. There's never any real justification for that, okay? But if you are married, okay, marriage is about respect. You have to respect your partner, okay? She has to respect you, you have to respect her, or whatever. It doesn't matter what kind of fucking relationship, okay? If it's some sort of a union, it's some sort of a civil union, you have to give each other mutual respect. Otherwise, it don't fucking work, okay? And the way that fucking Charlotte was talking to her fucking husband, oh my fucking God, this is what I'm talking about. I want to fucking knock Charlotte out. How dare you fucking call your husband for some fucking trivial shit like this? This is not a fucking emergency. You know what's the worst case scenario? Is fucking Rock is going to realize, okay, that she can't just fucking boss around her parents. They don't just fucking snap. She can't just fucking snap her fingers, and then her mom and dad are just going to fucking show up out of nowhere, okay, to help her reach that fucking item on the top shelf that she can't reach. That's not how real fucking life works. Okay, she's a fucking kid. She forgot her notebook. Happens to everybody. Okay? So what's going to happen now? She's going to be unprepared for her science project, right? So guess what? That pain of being unprepared, of embarrassing yourself in that fucking science project, she's going to remember that pain, and she's going to think about that pain the next time she's packing her backpack for school the next day. In fact, she'll probably double check it in the morning before she goes to school. Okay? This is how kids learn. They got to learn to fall down first so they can learn how to pick themselves up. You got to let them fall down. This is not a crisis. Okay, this isn't some shit like fucking, oh, Rock got hurt at school. She's got to go to the hospital. Nothing like that. She forgot her fucking notebook. Okay, Harry's working a multi-million-dollar job providing for the fucking family. Charlotte's working a very low-paying job. Why? Because it's fun. Because she wants to prove that she's a boss bitch. It's not like she's fucking supporting the whole fucking family. Which one of these two is going to lose more if they fuck up their job? Exactly. Exactly. This is just Charlotte showing us, the audience, and reminding Harry that she's the one that wears the fucking pants in the goddamn house. She's the one that makes all the fucking decisions. She's the one that orders everybody around. And by everybody, I mean fucking Harry, because her kids order her around. Okay? She doesn't stand up to her kids. Her kids tell her what to do. Perfect example. And what does she do? When they yell at her, she yells at Harry. And Harry, oh, okay, sweetheart. Absolutely, you're the love of my life. I'll do it for you right now. Okay? That's the kind of fucking person Harry is. He's a goddamn fucking pussy. How the fuck could anybody respect? Ladies, seriously, how could you respect a man like that? Okay? Because I definitely would never fucking respect a man like that. Get the fuck out of here. How your kid's gonna fucking learn anything? Oh, God damn it. It would be different if Charlotte was the one paying for everything. Okay? Paying for the fucking trust fund. Paying for the goddamn luxury apartment. Paying for the house in the Hamptons. Paying for the fucking expensive fucking private schools that they're going to. Paying for the fucking college tuition. Okay? It's not Charlotte doing that. It's Harry. And Charlotte's telling me he don't do enough. He's to get up off his fucking ass and go get that fucking notebook because I'm the wife and I told you to do it. Fuck you, and fuck you, Charlotte. Get your own goddamn fucking notebook. Now, Harry's a divorce lawyer. Dude, you're a divorce attorney, man. I'm sure you've already got those papers saved somewhere, okay? I'm sure you've got those papers saved somewhere. Okay? At any fucking moment, boom, here you go, sweetheart. You don't like how I do things? Boom! Right, just sign right there. Okay, exactly. Exactly. All right. I'm Diego. I'm going to stop my review right here. But I'll actually to continue my review of this bullshit fucking TV show. All right. Thank you very much for watching this long. I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.